Hey you guys, guess what? It's my birthday! I turned 36 today. Oh my gosh, you guys, I made it to 36. Like, okay, yeah, oh, no, this is real. Anyway, I like to do this on my birthday. Just, I don't know, document where I'm going, where I've been. I just finished watching my last birthday video when I turned 35, when I had kind of just came into my position as a program analyst, and I had these big bright ideas of starting a business, and I wasn't sure what business I wanted to start, but I knew I wanted to start a business. Well, I started a couple of businesses. None of them really succeeded, but that's okay, because we'll get there. So I took a business coaching course. That was a lot of money. I took a copywriting course. That was a lot of money. I took a signature course. I spent a lot of money last year. Like a lot of money trying to figure out my course or my business. It all played its part. Did I see huge benefits of it? Not really, but it's all good, you know. I took little bits and pieces of it, and one thing led to another, which led to another, and I'm here, right? The biggest thing I did last year was I started working with a life coach / mindset coach, whom I absolutely adore, so much so that I'm working with her again this year. The big shift for me was I quit.
Yeah, that sounds good, but I can't because I have to go do something that actually matters.
My program analyst job. Yeah, I was making a really good money, but I absolutely hated it. And it wasn't the work, it was my manager. So if you are a manager, or you ever get in a position of being a manager, please don't be a jerk. I don't know how else to say it, but managers are usually the piece in an organization that can make or break it. That's not, like they say, the saying is people don't leave companies or jobs, they leave managers. My manager was the worst. I'm just gonna put it out there. She was not very good at all. And then the job itself wasn't very fulfilling. So after working with my life coach for about 6 months, maybe a little bit less, I made the determination that I had options. So I had an option of staying in this position and just really plowing through in hopes that things would get better. Or I had the option to recognize that I had options and go with something else. The big thing for me was, and I said this in my video of my 35th birthday, that I don't want to work for anybody. Like, the big thing for me was I wanted to be self-employed. I didn't know exactly how I wanted to be self-employed, but I know that I wanted to be in charge of my time. I wanted to like what I do, and I wanted to have an impact, direct impact on people's lives. And so I quit my job in December of 2020, started teaching voice lessons, which should have been a good fit, seeing as I'm a singer and a, music person, but I didn't like it that much. I started work as a virtual assistant. I didn't like that. And I think it was one more thing. I don't remember the other thing. But in the process of me taking all those business courses and like having different coaches and trying these different things, while in some people's minds it may look like I don't know what I'm doing, you're failing at stuff, I really feel like I'm getting way closer to just understanding what I want to do and what makes me happy, and the work that I ultimately want to do to make money. Which kind of brings us today. Today, this is going on my 2nd month being self-employed through a personal shopping gig. I don't want to say the name because I don't feel like it, but I'm self-employed, and I am probably the happiest, and I say that with a grain of salt because happy comes and goes, but I feel good about what I'm doing. I get up in the morning and I'm not like super frustrated and angry and annoyed, I get up and I set my intention of the day of like how many hours I want to work, and I go to work, and it feels great, and I come home and I'm not aggravated and angry, slightly somewhat with my kids, but oh, and even that, we just completed our first year of homeschooling. What? I've been wanting to homeschool my kids since my oldest was a baby, and finally we're homeschooling, and my kids really like it and I like it too. So a lot happened in the year of 35 for me. Some not great things happened. My grandmother passed, unfortunately. I love my grandma so much, and today was kind of a bittersweet, because usually my grandma would have called me and she would have sang me happy birthday, but my grandmother is no longer here on earth with us. So yeah, I thought about her and, you know, shed a few tears, but just was grateful that I had so many memories. Like, I think it's crazy, right? I'm coming to this place where I get down sometimes, right? I get worried. And I will say, for me right now, it's especially money. I'm not making the money that I used to make. That's what it is for right now. But I might be realizing that I don't have to make that amount of money to be in a good place. That sounds crazy, because the mentality today is make as much money as you can because you need it. And I'm like, I guess we'll see, right? My spirit is telling me that it won't be this way always, but that if and when I learn how to live within the means that I have, that it's going to help me be so much more grateful and fulfilled and in a much better place. So, age of 36, the year of 36 for being Beelyta. Number one, I am giving up expectations. I'm giving up expectations. I might even give up goals. I'm not exactly sure yet. Two, with giving up expectations. Okay, what are you doing? My cat. I might also give up the need to, or I'm not give up, but just be more focused on the now. So more mindfulness, more being in the moment, more smelling the flowers. And then third, it's just a lot of faith. Like, I believe it's going to be a year of faith for me, and a lot of humility. I am a very self-sufficient, independent person. And my first taste of humility was having to ask my parents to help me out with my rent. I haven't had to do that in years. But I had to do it, and my rent got paid. You know, so it's kind of like letting go of the how everything is going to work out, believing that it's going to work out, and taking it one step at a time. So yes, that's where I am right now. I'm interested to see how 36 is going to come out. And last year I said I didn't want to work for anyone, and I wanted to have more autonomy, and this year I do. I have much more autonomy, and I'm hoping in the next year to really define and get more clarity on what this looks like for me and my family, specifically in the financial aspect of life. So money. Being able to scale, being able to make more money, being able to have a savings, have money, set aside, coming in consistently, and not being worried about being able to take care of myself and my kids and my cats, who is cleaning me right now. Yes. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video, or I will see you next year, God willing, when I turn 37. Alrighty, you guys, bye. Bye. What are you doing? I don't want to be cleaned.